Paper 38, Ministering Spirits of the Local Universe. There are three distinct orders of the personalities of the Infinite Spirit. The impetuous apostle understood this when he wrote respecting Jesus, who has gone to heaven and is on the right hand of God, angels and authorities and powers being made subject to him. Angels are the ministering spirits of time, authorities the messenger hosts of space, powers the higher personalities of the Infinite Spirit. As the supernophim in the central universe and the seconophim in a superuniverse, so the seraphim, with the associated cherubim and sanobim, constitute the angelic core of a local universe. The seraphim are all fairly uniform in design. From universe to universe, throughout all 7 of the superuniverses, they show a minimum of variation. They are the most nearly standard of all spirit types of personal beings. Their various orders constitute the core of the skilled and common ministers of the local creations. 1. Origin of Seraphim. Seraphim are created by the Universe Mother Spirit and have been projected in unit formation, 41,472 at a time, ever since the creation of the pattern angels and certain angelic archetypes in the early times of Nebadon. The Creator Sun and the universe representation of the Infinite Spirit collaborate in the creation of a large number of suns and other universe personalities. Following the completion of this united effort, the Sun engages in the creation of the material suns, the first of the sex creatures, while the Universe Mother Spirit concurrently engages in her initial solitary effort at spirit reproduction. Thus begins the creation of the seraphic host of a local universe. These angelic orders are projected at the time of planning for the evolution of mortal will creatures. The creation of seraphim dates from the attainment of relative personality by the Universe Mother Spirit, not as the later coordinate of the Master Sun, but as the early creative helper of the Creator Sun. Previous to this event, the seraphim on duty in Nebadon were temporarily loaned by a neighboring universe. Seraphim are still being periodically created. The universe of Nebadon is still in the making. The Universe Mother Spirit never ceases creative activity in a growing and perfecting universe. 2. Angelic Natures. Angels do not have material bodies, but they are definite and discrete beings. They are of spirit nature and origin. Though invisible to mortals, they perceive you as you are in the flesh without the aid of transformers or translators. They intellectually understand the mode of mortal life, and they share all of man's non-sensuous emotions and sentiments. They appreciate and greatly enjoy your efforts in music, art, and real humor. They are fully cognizant of your moral struggles and spiritual difficulties. They love human beings, and only good can result from your efforts to understand and love them. Though seraphim are very affectionate and sympathetic beings, they are not sex-emotion creatures. They are much as you will be on mansion worlds, where you will neither marry nor be given in marriage, but will be as the angels of heaven. For all who shall be accounted worthy to attain the mansion worlds neither marry nor are given in marriage, neither do they die any more, for they are equal to the angels. Nevertheless, in dealing with sex creatures, it is our custom to speak of those beings of more direct descent from the Father and the Son as the sons of God, while referring to the children of the Spirit as the daughters of God. Angels are, therefore, commonly designated by feminine pronouns on the sex planets. The seraphim are so created as to function on both spiritual and literal levels. There are few phases of Urantia or spirit activity which are not open to their ministrations. While in personal status angels are not so far removed from human beings, in certain functional performances seraphim far transcend them. They possess many powers far beyond human comprehension. For example, you have been told that the very hairs of your head are numbered. and it is true they are, but a seraphim does not spend her time counting them and keeping the number corrected up to date. Angels possess inherent and automatic, that is, automatic as far as you could perceive, powers of knowing such things. You would truly regard a seraphim as a mathematical prodigy. Therefore, numerous duties which would be tremendous tasks for mortals are performed with exceeding ease by seraphim. Angels are superior to you in spiritual status, but they are not your judges or accusers. No matter what your faults, the angels, although greater in power and might, bring no accusation against you. Angels do not sit in judgment on mankind, neither should individual mortals prejudge their fellow creatures. You do well to love them, but you should not adore them. Angels are not objects of worship. The great seraphim Loyalatia, when your seer fell down to worship before the feet of the angel, said, "See that you do it not. I am a fellow servant with you and with your races, who are all enjoined to worship God." In nature and personality endowment, the seraphim are just a trifle ahead of mortal races in the scale of creature existence. Indeed, when you are delivered from the flesh, you become very much like them. On the mansion worlds, you will begin to appreciate the seraphim, on the constellation spheres to enjoy them, while on Salvington they will share their places of rest and worship with you. Throughout the whole Urantia and subsequent spirit ascent, your fraternity with the seraphim will be ideal. Your companionship will be superb. 3. Unrevealed Angels. Numerous orders of spirit beings function throughout the domains of the local universe that are unrevealed to mortals because they are in no manner connected with the evolutionary plan of paradise ascension. In this paper, the word angel is purposely limited to the designation of those seraphic and associated offspring of the universe mother spirit who are so largely concerned with the operation of the plans of mortal survival. There serve in the local universe 6 other orders of related beings, the unrevealed angels, who are not in any specific manner connected with those universe activities pertaining to the paradise ascent of evolutionary mortals. These 6 groups of angelic associates are never called seraphim, neither are they referred to as ministering spirits. These personalities are wholly occupied with the administrative and other affairs of Nebadon, engagements which are in no way related to man's progressive career of spiritual ascent and perfection attainment. 4. The Seraphic Worlds. The 9th group of 7 primary spheres in the Salvington circuit are the worlds of the seraphim. Each of these worlds has 6 tributary satellites, whereon are the special schools devoted to all phases of seraphic training. While the seraphim have access to all 49 worlds comprising this group of Salvington spheres, they exclusively occupy only the first cluster of 7. The remaining 6 clusters are occupied by the 6 orders of angelic associates unrevealed on Urantia. Each such group maintains headquarters on one of these 6 primary worlds and carries on specialized activities on the 6 tributary satellites. Each angelic order has free access to all the worlds of these 7 diverse groups. These headquarters worlds are among the magnificent realms of Nebadon. The seraphic estates are characterized by both beauty and vastness. Here each seraphim has a real home, and home means the domicile of 2 seraphim. They live in pairs. Though not male and female, as are the material sons and the mortal races, seraphim are negative and positive. In the majority of assignments, it requires 2 angels to accomplish the task. When they are not encircuited, they can work alone, neither do they require complements of being when stationary. Ordinarily, they retain their original complements of being, but not necessarily. Such associations are primarily necessitated by function. They are not characterized by sex emotion, though they are exceedingly personal and truly affectionate.